Good morning, everyone. This is Todd Brown with Senior Insurance Marketing, and we are happy to have Jared with Sons of Norway here on our webinar to talk about their guaranteed issue product and also their simplified issue product as well too. So if you have clients that looking for a guaranteed issue ages 0 to 85, they have that product for your clients. So without further ado, I'm going to swing it over to Jared. And Jared, tell us some more about the guaranteed issue and the simplified issue products from Sons of Norway.
All right. Well, first off, good morning, everyone. Thank you for this opportunity. And to give you just a real quick history on us before I get into products. So Sons of Norway, we're a fraternal company that not a lot of people have heard about us. We've been around for over 125 years now, and we brought some great products to the table over 2 years ago, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. And so what we're looking at right now on my screen is agent resources. Once you're contracted with us, you'll get an ID and password to log in. I want to point out, some key pieces that you can focus on. And so you log in by clicking on agent resources, and over here on the lower right-hand side, we have product and rider training. So here we have guaranteed issue, simplified issue, whole life. Down here at the bottom, again, once you're contracted, and I can also email this out beforehand, key training videos to help you get familiar with the products. We have whole life solutions talking about SI and GI, new business, how does new business work, what is the pending report, how to quote products, and today, so I'll be spending time on how to quote our products and how to get into the e-application. You're going to find that it's one of the easiest e-apps to work with out there in the industry. So again, this is all found under agent resources, and on the home page here, again, you'll get this once you're contracted, quick link. So here's quoting, training videos, but let's spend a little time on the products. First, I want to talk about our simplified issue, because when you're quoting, you may see both products, two great products out there on the market. Both of them issue ages 0 to 85. Now with our simplified issue, there is an age restriction currently right now with COVID, so the max age we can issue is 75. But I want to spend a little time on this product simply because you do see it pop up. Very easy to work with, very competitively priced. It's a participating simplified issue whole life. As I mentioned, issue ages 0 to 85 with this product. It's participating face amounts, 0 to 59 down to 25,000 up to 50,000. Now, in the near future, we are going to be moving this up to 200,000 for SI coverage. Minimum face amount for 60, 10,000. Now, when working with this product, currently there's 4 key pieces for underwriting. Telephone interview, we call it personal health interview, MBR, MIB, and prescription database. There's going to be also some nice enhancements near the end of the year with this product. We're going to be getting rid of the personal health interview on the product, increasing the face amount, and don't have a set deadline that if they apply for the SI first, because this is standard up to including a table 4, and they're not eligible, it's automatically going to move it over if the client's interested to a guaranteed issue app without having to refill the application and get signatures. So some exciting enhancements that are taking place with this product. So that's why I wanted to, introduce it to you. It's a great, competitively priced 0 to 85 product. So that is our simplified issue. And I do recommend that you lead with this product, and if they don't fit up to including that table 4, then we look at our guaranteed issue. That's what I plan on spending the majority of this time on the webinar talking about. It is the easiest GI to work with. One of the most unique features about this product is that it's down to 0, so 0 to 85. There is no COVID restrictions on this product because it's a true guarantee. There are no medical questions. There's no personal health interview. We're going to get into the application, as I mentioned, but all we're looking for, the insured, beneficiaries, owner if other than the insured, payment information. It's that easy. Face amounts, down to $5,000, up to $25,000. Now it is modified, so if anything happens during the first 24 months other than accidental death, it's return of premium plus 10% interest. What we're looking at here on this screen, it does state 4.5%. That's the minimum. Currently, we're paying 10%. So again, like any guaranteed issue product out there, anything happens in those first 24 months. Here we have down at the bottom premiums, but again, the easiest GI you'll work with out there, and again, down to 0 up to age 85. So I'm going to go back to Sons of Norway, back to agent resources, and under quick links, we have quoting, training videos. Here we have our simplified issue underwriting guide. And when working with that product, that's a key piece when you have clients that may not be in perfect health. Let me just highlight some extremely useful pieces on here. So here we have medical conditions. Most common medical impairments, whether it's going to be an accept, potentially accept, or a decline. And if you don't find it on there and you have any questions, always reach out to underwriting, and that's, I apologize, I thought it was on this page. It's on the page right before. It's D. Gill at sofn.com for any risk assessment. It's best, you can always call her, but you can always, it's best turnaround to email her. So some key pieces. So again, I want to highlight, the SI and the GI. Again, the GI is very easy to work with. Next, I know you have, CGS, you're quoting on it. So again, you can more than likely, you're going to see, both products. We have SI, and then if you want to look for modified coverage, you're going to find the GI. I also want to talk about how to go ahead and quote this product, which is going to lead into the E app. And again, once you're contracted, you'll get set up with this. So under quick links, it's quoting/E app. It does bring you to another website, so you need to log in again. It's going to be that same ID and password that you logged into Agent Resources. So here's where you can quote all of our products. All of our products are age last. So let's say, for example, we're working with a 50-year-old male. We're headquartered in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Then what you're going to do in the drop-down is select the product. And the two products, and we have access, we have, term, we have fully underwritten whole life, we have single premium, simplified issue, single premium, fully underwritten, and annuities. But here we have guaranteed solution and simple solution. So simple solution is that simplified issue whole life product I first started talking about. And then we have guaranteed solution, our guaranteed issue whole life. So you select that, put in the client's information. And when doing this, and I'm also going to, again, I can send out, the training video on the steps that we're going through. It's imperative that you put in their first and last name on this screen because it's going to carry it over what you'll find when we get into the E app. So now we have age, male, state you're writing the business in, first name, last name, and product. Simply click on Start Illustration. How they want to pay their premiums. Generally, it's going to be monthly. Again, down to $5,000. But let's say we have a client that wants the max, $25,000. So here you can see, male, age 50, monthly premium, $91.48. Here's a summary, here's reporting. Now over here in the upper right-hand side, they're not named, but if you hover over them, some key pieces. So we have create application. You want to view the illustration. You want to save this. You've saved it and you want to come back to it. Let's get into create application. It's going to ask to verify the age again. Once you've done that, click on continue. You need to save it first. Now it's going to have, please select all the following that is true about the policy being applied for. If you're going to do any replacement. The nice thing about the e-app, if you are doing any replacement, the forms are automatically going to be included. This is a term conversion. But for this example, I'm going to leave everything as is. Click on continue. Now you have three choices. You can go into the e-app, paper application, or decline, but we want to go right into the e-application. So what we're looking at is a mirror image of the paper application. The first thing is proposed insured. Are they a current Sons of Norway member? So what that means is, do they have any other life insurance or annuities in place with Sons of Norway? The majority of the time, it's going to be no. So let me expand on that. They do automatically become a member. Membership is included with our SI and GI for the owner. So in this example, current Sons of Norway member, click on no. And anything that you see on the screens with a red asterisk is going to be a required field. You're not going to be able to get to the signature page, the last piece, unless all these are completed. And it'll give you a reminder of what you're missing at the end. So you can navigate up on top here with continue, or at the bottom, or if you want to jump to another section, here's the drop down. Put in the street address. I'm just going to pre-populate information. Again, anything here, red asterisk is required field. I'm going to change this back to Minnesota. Now, one thing here, note on the email address, it is not a required field, because I'll be explaining how this process works. It is one of the easiest e-apps to work with. It's preferred that we have their email address, but if you notice, there's no red asterisk. It's not a required field, meaning that there's not a series of email exchanges. You are simply entering the client's information at the end. So this is a perfect product for whether you're doing face-to-face or telesales with the GI. Put in the client's Social Security number. Click on continue. Now we have applicant, owner, and payer. If it's the proposed insured, everything's going to be grayed out on here. But let's say you have a payer other than the owner, or the owner is other than the insured, then you do need to complete these fields. But for this example, I'm going to leave it as proposed insured. Click on continue. Insurance applied for. There you can see that face amount, $25,000. And again, when you're quoting this product, if you want, you cannot make any changes once you're in the e-app. You can't change the name. If you do need to make any changes, you need to return to illustration. So there's our face amount. There's our premium amount. You must select, if you're drafting from a checking or savings account, select bank account withdrawal, because this is going to create the pre-authorized checking form. Does the proposed insured have any other life insurance in place? Are they doing any replacement? I'm just going to put in no, click on continue. Now we're on the beneficiary information. You have primary and contingent. If you want to add, just defaults to one, but if you want to add more, you simply just click on the plus. So I'm just going to go ahead, put in one beneficiary. Again, Social Security number, not required. It is preferred. Relationship to the insured. Now, one note on this screen, if you notice contingent is a required field. If it is not filled out, it's not going to allow you to get through to sign the application. Now, not everyone is going to have a contingent beneficiary, so I recommend you just put in a state in that case. I'm going to select the middle initial there. For date of birth, just put in ones. It has to have something in that field. Relationship to the insured, I'm going to put in none. Now I'm going to click on continue. Now here is the new membership information. So Norwegian by birth, descent, marriage, interest / affiliation. The majority of the time it's just going to be interest / affiliation. There are two different types of lodges to choose from. You have central or local. Let me explain the difference on that. So as I mentioned, it's built into the premium that they automatically, the owner automatically becomes a member. So central lodge, meaning that they are a member, they are just not tied to a physical brick and mortar local lodge. So they still get all the member benefits on that. So the majority of the time, you're just going to check central. If they did want local, you would check local, and then you would write in the lodge number. But I'm just going to leave it at central. Click on continue. Notice no dues required because it's included. Click on continue. If there were any additional dues, say they were adding additional family members, they wanted a family membership, here's where you do it on this screen, and whether they wanted to pay by check, or in this case, you know, it's easiest to just include that with the initial bank account withdrawal. But if you notice on the screen, there's no dues, nothing here, there's no red asterisks, nothing's required. Click on continue. Now we get to the automatic withdrawal payment. So you do want to set up a new account. Click on ongoing. Now with this product, at this time, you have 4 different draft dates. You have the 1st, the 8th, the 15th, or the 22nd. So those are the 4 different draft dates. Currently with all products, we are looking at enhancing that, but I don't have a timeline on it. So you must choose, you know, what draft date they want to choose. Now, how this product works, it is drafted at issue. So let's say, for example, they don't want premiums coming out until the 15th. You write this today, it's issued tomorrow. Well, we're going to draft tomorrow, and then we're going to draft again on the 15th. Now, if you don't want the first premium coming out until the 15th, what you need to do on the application is go up, click on notes, and click on OK. Because again, if you don't put that in there, it's going to draft that issue, then it's going to draft again on the 15th. So be sure, in any screen that you're on, you want to add any notes, just click on notes. Then you would just click on OK. So here you put in the bank owner's information, their address, full name of the bank, their routing, and account number. So if you notice, doing monthly payments, currently it's only drafting from a checking or savings account only. So choose one of those options, click on continue. So that's it. We're done with the application. If everything was completed, but I didn't put for the insured their middle initial. So on this screen here, anything that you missed is going to be in red. So you can go back there by either clicking on the link right here, or you can use the drop down up on top. So middle initial, I'm just going to put in this case none. Now everything's complete. So I'm going to go back to sign application. So here we are on the signature pages. So the first thing is to review the documents. You can check for accuracy. Last thing here, what we're looking at is the notes. You can see don't draft until the 15th. Once you reviewed all the documents, you click on I acknowledge that I've reviewed each document listed. Now we go into the signatures. So signed at, and it's always going to be signed at, whatever location the owner is. So keep that in mind. So again, as I mentioned, with the GI, you can do telesales. So it's going to be the city, the location where the owner's at. Signature of the proposed insured. So put in their name again. Now you're going to get enter verification number. So you're going to put in the verification code. Then it's your turn to sign. So signature of the agent. Do you have reason to believe that replacement of any existing insurance other than stated above may be involved? No. So here you put in your Sons of Norway agent number, put in your telephone number, and again, put in the verification code. Signature of bank owner, in this case here, it's the same person. And the last thing down at the bottom is signature of witness. That is not, if you notice, there's no asterisk. That's not a required field. So in this case, owner, insured, payer, same person. So just two signatures you're putting in. Signature of the insured and your signature. Now, I'm not going to send this through, otherwise new business will receive it immediately. So how the process works, I touched on it earlier. There's no email exchanges. They will not get a copy of this. They won't get an email to open up to sign. You are doing all the signatures right here on this page here. So it's very easy to work with it. I've been in the industry for over 20 years and I've never seen an easier e-app. You are simply entering all that information right here. Once that's completed, sign and upload application. At that point in time, you're going to get the option. You can print off a copy of the application or you can save a copy of the application. It is that easy to work with. Now, to get back to the first product we talked about, the Simplified Issue Hold Life, we do have what's called a virtual sales process, very similar to what we just walked through, like if you were doing a telesale with the GI, you would enter all the information like you just did. But there is one additional form. It's called an identity form. So that allows you to do the SI in the same format, taking the information over the phone like you did with the GI. There's just one more step with the SI because the SI was designed as a face-to-face product. So it's an identity form just stating that you verified the client's ID. So both products, again, especially during these interesting times, when no one wants to meet face-to-face, two great ways that you can continue to write business and give your clients the protection that they need. So now we're done with the e-signature process. If you want to make any changes, click on Review. Commonly asked question is, all right, I've gone ahead and I'm not sure what the status is. I believe I sent the application in, but where can I go and see this? So I'm going to spend just a minute or two on once you've started, saved an application, say you didn't have time to finish it, you were missing client's information, you want to come back to it. We're back on, I'm going to go to, say you just get into the quoting and e-application. Over here in the upper right-hand side is our folder. And click on OK. So you should see all the clients that you've been working with on here. You can search by last name or first name. Now, right here underneath eApp, we have S for started. That was the application I just did. So I started it, but if you notice at the end, I didn't put in the codes for the signatures and send it through to new business. So S means started. Let's say I want to continue to work on that. I would click on the box here on the right-hand side, and I would load it. So here we have like another, just to give you an example of what you'd see, is we have S for started, C for completed, and N for not started, meaning that you just quoted the product, but you didn't get into the e-application. So those are the three codes. But let's say, for example, you didn't have any time to finish the application, or you were missing information. You would just check the box, right-hand side, go to load. On this screen here, we'd go back up to resume application. It's going to ask us those first series of questions again. And now we're back into the e-application. So very easy to work with. As I mentioned, Todd, I can get you out, the training videos on how to quote the e-application and products, so you can get those out. But very easy to work with. Again, the GI is one of the easiest e-apps, I've ever seen out there in the industry. So that is the information I wanted to go over today. Just quick introduction as to who we are. Touch on the SI whole life, focus on the GI, and as I mentioned, you can do virtual sales with the E application for the SI as well. And here's more information. Again, I can get these videos out. But with that said, Todd, if there's anything else you'd like me to expand on or open it up if there are any questions at this time.
Jared, no, I think that's great. I mean, Sons of Norway, you're looking for a guaranteed issue product for the younger ages, especially, as well as the older ages too. But 0 to 80 is the guaranteed issue, and like Jared said, pretty much the name, address, and beneficiaries and bank account information, and that is it. No questions, underwriting questions asked or anything like that. Jared, we do have a question here. Are you able to make changes to beneficiary or payment changes by phone to the home office, or are these or are there paper forms that are needed to service an account?
Yeah, at this time, it is, I mean, you can certainly call, but it will be, followed up with, change of, if there's a new, they want to change, they change their banking information, or they want to change the beneficiaries, there would be actual forms at this point in time to update. I mean, we are looking at, down the road that can be done, everything online, but at this point in time, it is still a paper process.
Okay, got it. If anyone else has any questions, put it in the Q&A or the chat field for Jared. Be happy to answer the questions for you. But again, the Sons of Norway, if you go onto our quoting tool at simkt.com, you'll find Sons of Norway on there. And if you don't change the death benefit, usually the default is the level death benefit. That's going to be the Simplified Issue whole life product. To get to the guaranteed issue product, you're going to have to click on graded death benefit, and then also on to the other one is guaranteed issue. Then you're going to get the Sons of Norway guaranteed issue product on there. So, and that one is, correct me here, 5,000 to 25,000 on the GI, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Correct. Yep.
Got it. Anyone else have any questions? Feel free to, again, like I said, put it in the Q&A or chat. Also, feel free to give us a call here at Senior Insurance Marketing. Our number is 877-800-3080, and we'll be happy to help you out getting contracted with Sons of Norway. So you have that in your toolbox. So if you do have a situation where you need to write a GI case for 0 to 85, you can just definitely do that right away and get that client taken care of. I don't see any other questions, Jared. I
Okay.
appreciate your time today and talking to us and showing us the easy e-app process that you guys
Absolutely.
have.
I
And it's
certainly
really,
appreciate the opportunity. I also, any, questions I highlighted here on my screen, the sales desk, any, product questions, certainly while you're getting contracted, we want to make sure you have, all your answers so you can hit the ground running and start writing Sons of Norway.
sounds great. Well, hey, thanks everyone for attending the webinar today. Really appreciate it. And if you have any questions or want to get contracted with Sons of Norway, give us a call here at Senior Insurance Marketing. Again, our phone number is 877-800-3080, and be happy to get you contracted with Sons of Norway. Take care, everyone, and have a great day. And thanks, Jared. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great day, everyone.